So in this lesson, we'll keep working on polynomials, and it's pretty much all review. This is going to use the strategies from the previous lesson, and this is from several lessons ago. We'll just deal with a little more challenging problems. So if we say that these are zeros, then we can just subtract and then we're just doing this is the steps these are the steps we'd use in factoring, but we're doing them in reverse order. So now we can say there's a polynomial and let's go ahead and multiply all that. So this will be x squared minus 3 plus 4 minus 12. And on this one we'll have x squared minus 6 plus 1. It's a negative 5 minus 6. So each of these boxes is the product of what's above and to the side. And then we have to combine all these, and we can just combine like terms. X to the fourth, we have x to the third, so we'll have negative 4x to the third. These are all x squared, so we'll combine those. Here we have 54 plus 72. So there is a polynomial with the given zeros. Alright, pause the video and try that one. If we multiply this, we'll get x squared minus 2 minus 5 and plus 10. Okay, x cubed minus 4x squared. This will give you minus 11x plus 30. Same question. we'll do the same thing. It's just we have to deal with these more complicated expressions. But we still do this. And if when we have an imaginary part, it automatically tells us that we have the conjugate of that. So it's a positive 4 plus 5i. Well, that's there, but then we'll get a positive 4 minus 5i. We don't change the sign of the real part, only the imaginary part. And then we can follow the same step as before. Let's subtract. We'll subtract both of those. Now we have 4 factors. And then we have to multiply. Let's multiply these. So I put these down the side, and these are on top. Radical 3 times radical 3, negative times positive, negative 2x. And what's nice about this, we have positive, negative, so those are, they cancel, negative and positive, and then we can combine these and combine these. So there's the product. All right, and we have 5ix, negative 5ix, positive 20i, negative 20i, and then I squared is negative 1, so we'll have a negative 1 times negative 25. This becomes a positive 25, and now we can combine. Uh, 16 plus 25. And then we can multiply these. All right, and combine. The cubics and the squares, linear, All right, same question, and you try it with that. Pause the video and try that. So this comes with having any imaginary zero always comes in a pair. So here we have the positive 4i. We change the sign on the imaginary part, and that's negative 4i. And let's multiply these. So these cancel, and we'll get x squared minus 7. And these cancel, and we'll get x squared. And this is a I squared equals negative 1. So we have negative 16. And then we can multiply that, and we'll get that polynomial. All right, so that's when it asks you to find a function. That's find a polynomial. That's how you do that. Now let's review factoring. So let's start with possible rational zeros, and we have a 1, so that'll give us positive or negative 1. And then we have 48, and that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Hopefully we'll find everything before we get through all those factors. P over Q, we'll have all the P's over 1. So we just really have all the P's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And divide everything by 1, and that's what we'll have for P over Q. Let's consider Descartes' rule. And we have positive to negative, to negative, to positive, to positive. So this is going to be